Welcome. Today I'll be showing you all the places to eat on the Margaritaville Sea's newest ship, the Islander. I'm going to start with the free options, then go to the paid options. So without further ado, let's take a look at some delicious food. I'm going to start off with my personal favorite, the Mexican Cutie Cantina. This place serves breakfast and lunch, and it has a small menu, but delicious menu at that. For breakfast, you're going to have some burritos. It's going to be something very simple. You're going to have eggs there, a variety of meats to choose from, as well as a small toppings bar. And for lunch, it's going to be something similar, but instead of burritos, it's going to be tacos. They have beef, they have pork, they have beans, and other toppings you can choose from, like cheese, jalapenos, pico. They have a wide variety of things you can add on to it. This may seem like a very simple meal. It really is. It is an easy menu to choose from, and it is delicious. One that I hope they open up for dinner in the future, because there's plenty of times that I wanted this for a late night snack, but it was closed even before dinner time. So that was kind of disappointing, but delicious place. So you have to check this out. Next place I'll go over is Cheeseburger in Paradise. And you have to know, if you've been on Margaritaville's older ship, the Paradise, you must know that this is a completely different experience. The one on the Paradise is more of your standard pre-made meats. It gets frozen, they unfreeze it there, they cook it, just an okay cheeseburger. On the new ship, the Islander, it's a whole new experience. This is homemade on this ship. They take ground beef, they put their own spices, they make the patties right there. So of course they're not going to be uniform because they're homemade, but that's why they're so delicious. And easily a top contender for the best burgers at sea. And I love their fries. They have some kind of Cajun style seasoning on there. It just completes it delicious. And of course, they have a small topping bars with some pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, the classics. Unfortunately, no bacon. I would love for them to add bacon to that list, because a bacon cheeseburger, that's the only way to make that better. Put some bacon on there. So Margarita, if you're watching in the future, make sure to add some bacon to that list. The next free option to eat on the ship is Frank and Lola's Pizza. This was delicious. Easily, again, one of the best free pizzas at sea. And this is the first thing I had when I got on the ship for a quick snack. Open for lunch, dinner, and late night dining. So yes, I could have one of these pizzas at 1 a.m. if I wanted to. It was a great pizza, and you do have a variety of choices. You could choose from classic pepperoni, classic cheese, mushroom pizza, as well as the 4-cheese pizza, which is my favorite. And that one, you typically have a request. The pepperoni and cheese, they pretty much have popping out 24/7. The other two are a little more difficult to have if you don't request it. But if you request it, they will bring it out to you. The port of Indecision is their free buffet area. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have a variety of options here. For breakfast, you have your standard eggs, sausage, Benedicts, pancakes, waffles, that kind of thing. Nothing too fancy out there, just your standard breakfast. For lunch and dinner, they have the classic things like some salads, some chicken, maybe some meatloaf, stuff like that. Nothing too fancy. And even though I didn't have there, I wouldn't say it's bad. I just had better options available to me, like the Mexican Cutie Cantina. I loved having that for breakfast and lunch. And for dinner, I had Finn's Dining Room because, well, it's free and included. So I might have that where the menu changes every single night. And how the Finn's restaurant work is you have a 3-course meal, appetizer, entree, and dessert. You can order as many appetizers as you want, as many as desserts as you want. However, the entrees, if you order more than one, is additional $7 charge per entree order. So choose one of each, it's free. Choose 3 appetizers, 3 desserts, again, it's still free. If you order 1 entree, it's free. But if you order 4 entrees, you're going to have that additional charge several times. So keep that in mind. For me, with the appetizers, it was very difficult to choose which one I wanted because it had so many great appetizers. The desserts was fairly limited. The only thing that didn't change on dessert menu, you got 3 options to choose from, was the pina colada lush. And I had this every night because it was simply delicious. Particularly the other desserts going to be some kind of ice cream and some kind of pie or something else thrown in as well. It changes every night with the exception of the pina colada lush. Even though I could order 1 entree, there's not a single night where I pay for an extra entree. I think that, but I think there was one time. However, most nights, if I did find multiple things I wanted, me and my wife typically ordered something different, and we kind of had half and half, so that way we could try both of the options without having to pay the extra charge. The Finn's restaurant also serves breakfast here, so it's a la carte. Pretty much the same thing you'll find upstairs, except this is cooked fresh, made to order for you, not made in mass, put on the buffet table, kept on a warming plate. which is still good, but it could be there for a little bit before you get to it. But this way it was cooked made order for you, so it was fresh, which was a nice touch. And again, that breakfast option is free as well. Now I'm going over the first paid restaurant, which is the Islander dining room, which is literally one floor above the Finn's restaurant, and it looks exactly the same. And I wish to say there was a big difference between this for an extra $20 per person, but honestly, it's not much difference. Same decoration, same level of service. The only difference is you get a few extra menu options here. You can have the exact same menu as downstairs, but you can have additional maybe one more appetizer to choose from, one more dessert to choose from, and maybe 2-3 more entrees to choose from. I'll have a picture of what I saw. For example, one of these menus when I was bored. And to me, nothing on that particular day stood out to me to say, hey, I want to pay an extra $20 to eat up here, when I get the exact same level of service downstairs. Not to say there aren't going to be some good options out here, because I heard there are some good options on there. But before you choose to go up and eat at the Islander dining room, check out the menu at the Finn's restaurant, see what's free downstairs, then compare it to what's going to be upstairs for additional $20 charge, and then make your decision. Because it could be worth it, but there's no point in paying an extra $20 to eat if you're going to order the exact same thing you could have gone downstairs for free. Unless you want no wait. The Finn's dining room is first come, first serve. In the Islander dining room, same gist, but since you have to pay for it, not many people do that. However, it's really not much of a wait at the Finn's dining. There's one night I went there and actually had to wait for a seat, and even then it was like 15 minutes. Or if you just want a lot less people around you, not someone sitting at the table next to you, because there's a lot more spread out upstairs, because there's not many people paying the extra $20 who have nearly identical dining experience. If you want a unique dining experience aboard a ship, you definitely want to check out the JWB Steakhouse. This is a delicious steakhouse, one of the best I've had on any cruise line. I've been on 4 different cruise lines: Margaritaville, Carnival, Virgin Voyages, and Princess. And this may sound a weird thing to say, but their steakhouse was better than the ones at Carnival, at least for the steaks. For the desserts, Carnival still beats the steakhouse, but for the main course, Margaritaville takes it away. They have some delicious lamb here. That's what I choose when I go to a steakhouse because, well, after having Gordon Ramsay steak, nothing else really compares. So when I go out, I typically have a good lamb. And the mashed potatoes, my wife said, was the best mashed potatoes that she had on any other cruise lines that she's been on thus far. The same for as me. I don't know why. It's the little things that matter. But also love the experience here. When I ate there, it was technically sold out. However, I've noticed when we ate, there's maybe 15, 20 sets of people in the entire steakhouse. So it's a very spread out, very relaxed, very romantic. Great view of the ocean if you wanted it. So if that's an experience that you're looking for, I would definitely check it out, because the servers here are amazing. They give it that extra little touch there for you, because there's only like 15 groups of people there, and there was almost as many servers, so it was literally having your own butler. Is what it felt like there. Next paid location go over is the Island Eats and the Tiki Grill, and both of this is in the adults only area in the ship, and they're basically more or less the same place, for lack of better terms. Technically, one's on one side of the bar and one's at the other side of the bar, but when I went there that day, they both were serving the menus at the exact same grill, probably because it wasn't that busy. So why have both stations open when only one was necessary to fill all the orders that people wanted? Both have unique menus, but both in the adults only area, and I had the lobster roll, which was absolutely delicious and worth the extra charge. This is something that if you want a extra meal here, definitely check it out. They also have crabs there, and honestly, I'm not a big crab person because I don't like breaking a shell, getting a little piece of meat, but the crabs they had there were pretty good size, so if you cracked one open, it was worth doing that extra effort to get a large chunk of crab meat. The hours for this place was actually felt pretty limited, so be sure to double check the schedule in one of those venues that's kind of not in the middle of the ship like some of the other ones, so it's easy to overlook if you're not looking for it. We also have the Farside Lounge area, which is the host to the Farside Bar as well as the Farside Sushi. Unfortunately, I did not eat the sushi here because I just kept forgetting about it until I saw someone had it. Looked delicious. I went to check on it. It was closed, so I mean, my loss. But they also have sake flavored alcoholic drinks there, as well as some bubble tea. So the sushi does have some complimentary drinks you can drink alongside with it. That's kind of Asian theme. So if you like sushi, you like bubble tea, definitely check this place out. It's a Margaritaville coffee shop. I'm not a big coffee person, so I don't spend much time here usually. But it was nice to wake up like at 6:30, got my wife a coffee, brought it to her in the room, and she loved it. That's pretty much all I can speak about coffee because I don't drink coffee. But they do have desserts there and some other stuff you could choose for additional charge. So you end up getting like a croissant roll for breakfast. It was delicious. And this changes out from breakfast and lunch. They have a variety of options. So for a few extra bucks, you get a unique meal on the ship. So definitely recommend checking it out. It never seemed that busy, at least when I passed by there. So all the venues, places to eat on this ship, that's all of them. For breakfast and lunch, my favorite place to eat was the Mexican Cutie Cantina. I'm a little biased on that. It was absolutely delicious, especially when you get the meat and put some lime on there and some jalapenos in it, give a little kick on there. Delicious. I'd say Cheeseburger in Paradise was a close second for lunch. And of course, for dinner, you can't beat the main dining room, the Finn's restaurant. For free, you get a variety of choices to choose from, and it's just absolutely delicious. And I like that I choose every night, so I'm not having the same thing over and over again. The Pecan Lush is like a twist on Carnival's chocolate lava cake. Instead of chocolate lava cake, it's going to be like a pina colada flavored cake. You cut it open and it just oozes out the middle. And for late night eats, you really only have one option, which is the pizza. So for late night eating, you're going to get used to some pizza. Be sure to check out one of my other videos. I got plenty of content of Margaritaville, Virgin Voyages, Carnival, Princess, you name it. Those are the four I've been on, and I'm even going Royal Caribbean this December. So I have plenty of content coming out soon.